If you were in charge of personnel for an NFL team and you had the ability to sign as an undrafted free agent, a versatile defensive back who balled out in his last 2 NCAA seasons, why wouldn't you take the shot? The defensive back in question did go to a smaller school, but had a lot of transfer portal interest from major programs before the 2024 season, has good tape against bigger schools, and seems to have all the attributes that you'd think would give him at least a shot at the next level. In this case, South Alabama's Jaden Voisin is the prospect in question, and Voisin is receiving no post-draft interest from NFL teams. This despite all that bigger school interest from before, and the kind of tape and metrics you'd think would have those teams thinking. Last season for the Jaguars, his 5th with the program, Voisin allowed 21 catches on 34 targets for 234 yards, 86 yards after the catch, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions, 4 pass breakups, and an opponent passer rating of 52.5. This after a 2023 season in which he allowed 17 catches on 36 targets for 177 yards, 100 yards after the catch, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions, 6 pass breakups, and an opponent passer rating of 31.6. He was named First Team All-Sun Belt Conference for the 2nd consecutive season. Despite all that, it's been crickets from NFL teams since the 2025 draft came down 2 weeks ago. Going into the draft, I looked at myself as possibly a late rounder, or, a priority free agent at best, Voisin told Athlon Sports this week. But after the draft ended, it was just no phone calls, and my agent, Marcel Owens from VIA Sports Agency, reaching out to people, and a lot of the teams, saying that they were full, or just had no interest at the time. So it's weird, because some of the teams reached out throughout the process. But then once the draft was over, there was nothing. So it's super confusing. I just wish I had an answer for why that was happening. Voisin's 2024 season was just as confusing before it even began. He entered the transfer portal and had visits. Set up with Florida, Arkansas, and Mississippi State, he did visit West Virginia before coming back and deciding to stay at South Alabama. 2 days after Voisin made that choice, Kane Womack, his former head coach, left the program to become Alabama's defensive coordinator. Womack called that the opportunity he couldn't avoid, and that's understandable, but it left his players in the lurch. It also didn't help that Corey Batoon, South Alabama's defensive coordinator and safeties coach from 2021-2023, left to become Missouri's defensive coordinator